Hello, Cruising World. Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's Monday, and Monday is Tips Day. We're on week 2 of Dennis's thoughts and observations from his first cruise on Princess. He did a 12-day Northern European cruise on the Emerald Princess out of Southampton. We read the first part last week, and to be honest, I kind of hijacked it because I had more questions than answers myself. So hopefully we're going to take care of those questions in the comments and get them out to you, because I'm still confused about the $1,100 onboard credit from the travel agency. I don't know how they. I don't know. I've researched it, and I can't see how they could possibly do it. But I'm not saying it's wrong, but it just stuns me. Anyways, I also said, because Dennis had said last week he had the Plus package rather than the Premier package because it met their needs better. So I didn't know the difference properly, so I said I would look it up, and I did. So I have here. So the Plus package is $60 a person, and you get the beverage package, which includes drinks up to $15. Any bottles of wine, 1 litre bottles of water purchased on board with the Plus beverage package will receive a 25% discount. Wi-Fi is included for 1 device per guest. Gratuities are paid. Up to 4 guests per stateroom. Medallion ship will be shipped. I don't know what that means. Premium desserts limited to 2 desserts. Get a juice bar, fitness classes. You get casual dining with prefix meals limited to 2 meals per guest during the entire voyage. And that was that on that. Now on the Premier, it was $30 a day more, but you got everything in the Plus, but some of it upgraded. So you got the Premier package, including the beverage package, including juice bar, specialty coffees and bottled water. You got the medallion.net, the internet for 4 devices per guest, which is amazing, especially for people like us, because we have a laptop and a phone, and we always have to go back and forth. So on that, we wouldn't have to keep going back and forth. You get 2 specialty meals per sailing, per photo package, unlimited casual dining with prefix meals per sailing, unlimited premium desserts, the waiver of the Ocean Now fee. I have no idea what that is, to be honest. Unlimited fitness classes, I need that. Reserved seating in the theatre, and medallion shipping, room service delivery, and princess prizes. I don't know what that is. So you get, I think the main thing you get difference is you get drinks up to $20 instead of $15. You get unlimited desserts instead of 2, and you get 4 Wi-Fi other than that. But plus you get reserved seating in the theatre. You get unlimited casual dining apart from a couple. I think that's not bad for $30 a day, but I can see why the Plus would be better than the Premium for some people as well. So it's always worth looking at what you get and what you don't want, and be honest with yourself. Would you use the extras? Now we will, because of what we do. A lot of people I can see wouldn't. I think the Wi-Fi is a very big one for us on that. The rest of it we could probably go without, but just the Wi-Fi alone is probably worth it for us. So yeah, anyways, let's move on. Get back to Dennis's stuff. Because, you know, like I said last week, it would probably help on cruise lines like Princess, Holland America, where I know very little about them, to actually read these before and have some answers ready or questions answered. But I didn't. It is what it is. So we'll go back. I'm not sure we did this one last week, but we're going to do it again. The internet was fast and reliable, never had an issue. I'm assuming that's the whole Starlink thing now, so that's good. To be honest, it's been very good on Carnival cruises lately. I have not had many issues, if any. Still, sometimes in different parts of the ship, you might have an issue, but overall, it's been really good. Using the medallion was interesting, much better than the sign and sail card. We had ours shipped to the house before it left. It sped up the embarkation process. Our cabin door was unlocked before we even reached our door. Great technology. I am going to be doing a video in September, so it'll be a little while, but I'm going on my first Princess cruise. I'll be doing tons of videos, and one of those will be about this medallion. We didn't eat in any of the specialty restaurants. We either ate in the dining room or the buffet. We found the food to be no better or no worse than any other cruise line. The only exception for this would be Norwegian Cruise Line we took, and it was awful. I'm getting the impression that Dennis would never cruise Norwegian again. He's not been very nice. And I got my first Norwegian cruise. I've actually been on it by the time this video comes out. But yeah, so we'll see. I guess, yeah. And I'm not been overly happy with the way that Norwegian have been up to the cruise beginning. So we'll see. I'm keeping an open, what is the word? Open eye, open something. We didn't like the Princess app. It was tough to navigate. I can say I agree with you there. It's really hard to navigate so far for me, and I've not even been on a cruise yet. And I have 2 cruises on there. It took 5 minutes to work out how to look at the other cruise. It's really, I agree. It's not a very good app so far. We only tried to order drinks 2 times off the app, and although the app would say they were delivered, we never received them. Again, I'll find it out, but my first experiences of it, just playing around with it at home, couldn't agree with you more. There were washers and dryers on each deck. We didn't use them, didn't want to spend my sea day doing laundry. They did have laundry services available. We used it once. They charged per item. I attached a photo of the price list. It took 3 days to get our laundry back, however. And I did see there was an attachment, so I printed it, and I didn't realize that's what it was. And I'm looking at it now, so I can give you a couple of ideas, like it says here, and it's pretty dark. Handkerchiefs, $1.25. Who puts a handkerchief? Who has handkerchiefs anymore? Undershorts / panties. Interesting way of putting it. $2. Undershirts, $2. Shorts, $3.50. Oh, that can add up really quick. Socks, $2. Whoa. Nightgowns, pajamas, $5. Skirts, $5. 2-piece suit, $10. Evening dresses, $11.50. Yeah, that can add up pretty quick. Yeah, I would probably be using the laundromat. That's expensive. But yeah, so that's all the tips I have from Dennis on that. And it's very interesting. Like I said, I'll be doing my own Princess cruise, and these help me to know what to look for a lot. I got to look more into this medallion and stuff like that. I will be in the specialty restaurants because I like trying specialty restaurants. As much to tell anybody else about them as anything. But I would try the dining room on there. I don't have any expectation of any cruise line of food in a main dining room. So I don't cruise for food. I cruise for fun. So as I've said, a few people have sent their opinions on different cruise lines. We had one on the for Holland America, and now this one on Princess. Dennis, I would love you to send me another email, maybe answering my questions, being a real pain. But secondly, I'd love to know about the nightlife and the events on board during the day. What were they? And maybe in comparison to like a Carnival cruise, for example, because we cruise different cruise lines for different reasons, and our main 3 are Carnival, Celebrity, and Virgin. We'll cruise Carnival for fun, Celebrity for ports, and Virgin for food. There's more to it than that, but they're the main important reasons. So I've often wondered on cruise lines like Princess and Holland America, what is there to do? So if you could send me another email, I would really appreciate it, covering what nightlife was like, what daytime events were like on a sea day. How crazy was it? Was there a nightclub, for example? Did anybody go? What sort of music did they play when the bands, just stuff like that. So that'd be a good comparison for people, I think, to see if they want to book a Princess cruise. So I think that's one of the biggest questions that people have is, are people in bed at 9 o'clock at night on Princess and Holland America? I'm just being honest. So if you could send me another email with that, I would really appreciate that, and maybe answer my questions from last week I wasn't being rude. I just genuinely have questions on that. So yeah, thank you, Dennis. Appreciate that. So, and do the same yourself. And if anybody has their own opinions on, if you've been on a Princess cruise and you can answer my questions, let me know, because I'm learning all the time. I am a relatively new travel agent, a couple of years. So I'm still learning about things, and while I know Carnival inside out, I know a lot about Celebrity, I know a lot about Virgin, I know a decent amount about Royal. I do not know much about Princess. I know very little about Holland America or MSC, and I need to learn more. And the way I learn more is by, number 1, cruising on those cruise lines, which I'm going to do, but number 2, having tips like this to make me understand what it all means, like medallions and stuff like that. So until you do it, you don't know it, right? Until you've been told it, you don't see it. So please send me your tips and advice on a lot of these different cruises. Subscribe if you'd like to. Hit that little bell and you'll get notification when these videos come out. If you have any questions, my email is coming up as well. And if you'd like to send me yours, like I said, please send me them. I'll make a video of yours. My email is coming up at the end of this video. And it's genuinely, we're trying to teach people here. We're not trying to be clever. We're not trying to be rude or mean to people. We're trying to help people out that haven't cruised on these cruise lines primarily, or have one cruise booked and want to know more about it. We're trying to give them some tips and advice on what to expect. So please send me your tips on any cruise line, especially if it's not Carnival. We got a lot on Carnival. We don't have as many on the other cruise lines. Send me your Carnival ones, absolutely. But if you are, I would really appreciate any of the other cruise lines. Even if river cruises, any sort of cruise line. They would be very gratefully appreciated because people want to learn. I do waffle. With that, I will see you later, Cruising World. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell, and you'll get notifications when new videos come out. And don't forget, click on the links to the left and right of me. You can watch playlists, new video suggestions, and more. Any questions? Email me, cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. And don't forget, I'm a travel agent. Email for help.